Another Raspberry Pi Zero GPiCase image review. This one from Magnus RC in collaboration using the new V2, or it was new at the time, Supreme Team build. And this is called the Gamers Edition V2 Magnus RC 32 gigabyte image. And so we're going to go and check out the image to see what kind of games front end are on it. Talk a little bit about the base images on. I'm actually going to play some Game Boy Advance games of Sonic and then also some regular Game Boy games. But if you're looking for a cool little image, look no further. It's really nice, compact. It has everything you're probably looking for. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, we have the Magnus RC GPI V2 32 gigabyte image. On first boot, you'll notice it's running a super suite. It does have some background music. I'm just gonna mute that. You can easily turn that off by going into options. This image was one of the images that when you boot it up, it already has the safe shutdown script pre-installed. So as long as you have that on, it will do that for you. It's on a nice base image. It's running the super suite, and it looks like it has a Supreme Team base image on it. So it does have Hershey's GPI theme installer and some other scripts installed as well. There's a link to a track mode. I'm not sure if that's set up or not. I really enjoy Emulation Station, so I'm probably not going to be messing around with that. Audio tools is where you want to turn off the background music, and then you might, if your controls aren't working, the left or right, you might have to hold select and the left arrow for a few seconds while that fixes. So let's go ahead and see what we have on here. So you have one Amiga game. Okay. Arcade Classics, you got 21. So not too many. Atari 2600, you got 561. 7800, you got 60. Atari Lynx, you got 83. Coleco, you got 155. CPS1, you got 25 games here, so not included in the arcade set. CPS2, 12. And then you got Final Burn Alpha, which I think incorporates all the CPS games. Sega Game Gear, 313. Game Boy, 522. And in this video, we're going to play some Game Boy Advance, play some Game Boy. Everyone wants to see those. Game Boy Color, 534. Genesis hacks. So you got some hacks on here if you're interested. 46. Intellivision, 168. Sega Master System, 358. Sega Genesis, 937. So I guess the hacks are in here as well. Neo Geo Arcade, you got 146. This is Neo Geo. NES 1300, you got those hacks in there, and then there's the hacks separately. Open Beats of Rage. It's kind of curious why this is included, but I guess you could play those. You can probably remove that from your collection, the PC. And then PC Engine CD 13, PC Engine 194, ports. I was wondering what that did. Then you got a power shortcut if you'd like, but again, this is safe shutdown, so you can just hit the button at any time. PlayStation, you got a total of 9 games. I've played a lot of PlayStation games in my last few videos. Scum VM, none. SG-1000, 77. Super Nintendo, 824. Super Graphics 5. TurboGrafx CD 9. If you're wondering what 9 those are, there you go. TurboGrafx 1693, and then back to RetroPie setup. So I like the theme, it's really nice. Let's see if there's any other themes installed here. Quick System Select, I'm going to turn that off. All right, we have GPI Chromie. We got GPI. So a lot of these pre-installed themes for you. Let's go ahead and try GPI. Oh, they have the soda can. Let's go ahead and do the Blu-ray. A lot of people like Blu-ray. So it should change to Blu-ray discs here in just a second. But another really solid image. A lot of these games on here to me are excessive, as many people have pointed out. This is not necessarily a great system for PlayStation and even Super Nintendo. I'm not a super fan of the bumpers in the back. Like, I would way rather play that on a full-size screen and a full-size controller. But as far as, okay, here we go. Here is our Blu-ray. Pretty cool, right? Shout out to Hersey on his cool themes. So what I said is we wanted to play some portable games. So let's go ahead. I think I skipped them. Atari Lynx. All right, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy. So I would like to play in color at least. So let's see. Wow, look at that. Oh, there's... Get out of my way. All right. So that works. Okay, you can start select out. All right, so Game Boy Advance, I've actually been playing a bunch of Sonic Advanced last night, and so I'm actually pretty far. So Sonic Advance, let's go ahead and boot it up. To get into the emulator core for this, you're gonna wanna hit select and then the right trigger in the back of the console. So watch this, I'm gonna go ahead and hit that, and then I don't know if you can see that, but I'm gonna go to load state 0. And as you see, I just finished like Act 2. So let's keep going. All right, the casino. I'm not, you know, some people, you either love or hate the casino. Whoa, it's in a boat. I'm on a boat. Whoa! That was epic. I wonder if I can gamble in this one. What the heck is this? Oh, you get to choose your direction. Whoa! Alright, let's see. Oh. Oh! Ouchie. Oh! I don't learn my lesson, huh? Oh! What the heck is this? Whoa! How do I gamble? That's all I want to know. Remember in the original one you can gamble? Yeah, so there you go. You guys get the point. So, let's go ahead and go back, and then just regular old Game Boy, like Aladdin, for example. My wife made a good point about this case. I mean, it's really a nostalgic case. If you're really looking to like game and be really good at a game, this is not the optimal configuration unless you have small hands. But if you want to play like the original Game Boy or Game Boy Color, it's awesome. But even Game Boy Advance, like it was a little bit wider, a little bit more ergonomic, and so it was definitely better in those regards. So I can see the pros and the cons for sure. But what's gotten me so excited about this case is just the nostalgia part of it. It's just really cool. Take that. So I can jump and throw apples. I thought I could, I guess in this version you can only throw apples. Whew, did not see him coming over those coals. Oh, there's like a delay. You can't just fast throw. Okay, all right, we get that. So this image is based off of the Supreme Team GPI V2 version of their base image. And I have to say this write-up is really well done. It gives you kind of, what it is, how to burn your card, how to set up your Wi-Fi, how to boot, how to change it to access mode. I showed you that, just hit left and select and watch that LED to light up. How to expand your SD card, how to add more ROMs to this, how to switch to track mode. Just a lot of little things. If you want to add more games, the different types of themes, and I changed the theme in my video, the different systems it will allow, the default track mode controls, how to handle ROM lists and emulators, and there you go. I didn't boot this image into a track mode. I don't think it has a track mode set up, but somebody can correct me if I'm wrong there. But I'm happy in Emulation Station. And there's even an FAQ page here as well. If you want to see PlayStation or Super Nintendo or any of that, check out some of my other videos. Those systems will run fine. This thing doesn't even get that hot. I'd say Game Boy Advance, it gets a little warmer, but it's not too bad. As far as this image goes, another really good contender. I like that they included all the hacks, because that's primarily what I would be using this for, is everything from, I really don't play a lot of Atari, but if I was to, I'd play it from Atari up to about Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo. I'm not that interested in playing PlayStation on this particular device. Arcade games, Neo Geo, those could always be cool, and I'm glad that those are included as well. But like PC games, Open Bore, Scum VM, if you're looking for that, here's your image for you. But overall, I like the image. I would probably say that I like the PyPiggy one a little bit better because of the track mode and how well set it up it is. And that one also has all the hacks and all the portable games as well. So as far as the game collections go, they're pretty equal. As far as the actual front end goes, I kind of really enjoyed that track mode. I thought it was a little more fancy, flashy. But if you just want something simple, it has a bunch of themes pre-installed. It boots up, it's ready to go. It's still a solid choice. So that's what I think. Let me know what y'all think. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.